Alright, so day 2, just woke up, it's 4 a.m., went to bed about 10:30 last night, so gonna get ready for work and head out to work, but weighed in at 239 today, so we're down 6 pounds after one day, which is to be expected because a lot of that's just gonna be water weight, but we also drastically just cut our calories, a lot more protein, we got that hour of cardio in. So this is what we're looking at this morning compared to yesterday, but I'm gonna go get ready for work. First meal today is not gonna be around until probably about 2 p.m. And then I'll make a video when we do that, but otherwise driving to work, it'll be about an hour drive, and then be about a 10-hour shift, so then we'll start the day after that. All right, well, it's 4:30 now and we were headed to work. Only thing I've had to eat or drink today, about half a gallon of water with some electrolytes in there. Now, I know some of you guys money's tight right now, and I don't have money to go buy some electrolytes. What do I do? Are they necessary? I would say they're pretty necessary. Staying hydrated if you want to grow, getting that water in. The electrolytes, what they do is they help you absorb that water into your system instead of just peeing it out. So I would think we would want to take some. But, hey Zach, I don't have any money to buy any tablets or pouches or any of that kind of stuff. What can I do? If you have some pink Himalayan salt, you take a little pinch of that, put it on your tongue, and then chug 8 ounces of water. It's not going to taste the best, but that's essentially all those electrolyte tablets are. It's just salt. So you do a little pinch of salt 2 times a day, or best thing in the morning right when you wake up, and you'll be set. So we are down to 239 right now. And it's important not to live by the scale, especially when you're first starting to work out, or if you've never worked out before, you just weightlifted for 2 hours for the first time yesterday, and you did 30 sets and an hour of cardio, you're gonna drop a bunch of weight. But if you've never worked out before, your first 3 months of lifting, you're gonna gain crazy amounts of muscle. And then as your body gets used to it, it's gonna be harder and harder to gain that muscle. Same thing with losing the fat. It's just going to be a numbers game. Drop some pretty good weight these first 2 weeks that you'll see just staying consistent, staying with the program. But once you hit about 3 weeks or a month in, those numbers are going to start to go down and down and slower, which is to be expected. So find little victories at other places. I mean, shit, you're brushing your teeth and your tits ain't jiggling. That was one of the biggest victories for me when I was 360 pounds, is being able to do that. But shit, man, yeah, find little victories like that you're doing. Hey, my pants are feeling better, because the number on the scale isn't always going to be reflecting the work that you're putting in, and we just got to keep adjusting those numbers. But if you weighed yourself this morning after doing all that yesterday, and you're down, celebrate that. Not with food, but, be proud of yourself. Buy yourself some new workout shoes if you have the money. If you don't have money for it, give yourself a pat on the back, But important to celebrate that. Like I said, we're kind of doing, as you're seeing yesterday and today, all our eating is going to be in a little 6 to 7 hour window. Now, I don't always do that when I'm trying to gain muscle, but it is very helpful for fat loss. So from 2 to 9 is when we're going to try to get most of our meals in. In that little 7-hour window, I always try to make it when my workout is, because I want to get that little amount of carbs that I'm allowing myself to have, and all that protein to help build and recover that muscle while I'm working out, and after and before I work out. But we'll check in after that, and hopefully you guys are having a good day. All right, we are done with work. It is 3:30. Still haven't had anything but water yet so far. I know we said that first meal was gonna be at 2, but work had different plans, which is all right. We'll just have to push that in later today. So I've got about 52-minute drive home, and then we will pick up the boys from my wife so she can sleep and get ready for work, and we will head to the gym to get our 2-hour lift in. Gonna be hitting back today, so back day is always a good day. And after that, get our meals in, and when the boys go to sleep, we'll punch in that hour of cardio. And then make sure we get enough sleep. Water intake, we are about 3/4 a gallon in, and a cup of coffee. But yeah, that's the plan right now. A little tired from work, but I am excited to get this lift in. But when we pick the boys up, we'll check in then. Might get a meal in before the gym. Probably knock out that meal prep we did yesterday. Probably eat half of that. And then we'll punch it all into the stupid simple macros app. All right, got our first meal of the day right now. It's 4 o'clock, or 4:30, and just chicken, rice, broccoli with some fat-free cheese. Big casserole dish we did yesterday. Racking in 978 calories, 29 grams of fat, 103 grams of protein, and 62 grams of carbs. So I'm gonna pound this down real quick, gather up the boys, and then we'll head out to the gym and gonna be hitting that back. And we're officially a gallon of water in for the day. So we'll check in when we hit the gym. All right, so just got home, or just got done eating actually. Little trick for you guys, if money's a little tight, you're waiting for the next payday to get some pre-workout in. Hitting back today is usually a day where we hit some pre-workout. A tablespoon of honey and a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. And just a cup of coffee, or 2 cups of coffee espresso. But just hitting it down right there. Salt and honey gets you some quick burning sugars to power you through the workout, and you got a little caffeine right there. Just as good, a little cheap option to hold you over until payday for the next one. All right, gym is done. Unfortunately, when I left for the gym, I didn't bring my oldest son because he wanted to stay home and play Fortnite. So, had to leave a little bit early, which is fine, but missed about just our cable work on shoulders, but got a good hour and 40-minute lift in before my wife called and said, "Where are you?" Screaming kids in the background, because we picked them up from daycare and they're ready for bed, hungry and tired. So, gonna get them fed, put them to sleep. We're gonna get our protein shake when we get home as well. Should be our next meal. And then we are gonna do another meal, and then probably an hour or two later have another protein shake, hit our hour of cardio, probably be 10 o'clock at night by then, and then we will get some sleep. No work tomorrow, so we'll have an early gym session. Yeah, so we'll check in when we get our next meal. But another gym ruined. Not ruined, we still got it in. But just to show you guys, there's always distractions. So that's why I say I never take an off day at the gym, because you never know when life's gonna happen. And when it does, at least you got those days put in where you went to the gym and didn't take an off day. So today wasn't one of those days. We still got our whole workout in. Not the whole workout, but we'll probably add it to the session tomorrow. And yeah, so screaming kids in the background, just a part of life. So yeah, but I know the struggles, guys, but as The Rock said, it's the end of the month, or first of the month, or second of the month, I guess. And like he likes to say, rent is due. And in our case, rent is paid for today. All right, we are back home, about to have our next protein shake. And the boys fell asleep. So after this, we're gonna jump in and knock out that hour of cardio. And here's the oldest son. What do you got to say? The reason that you made us leave the gym for 20 minutes costed me all the gains.
Okay.
What's your punishment?
Okay.
Well, like I said yesterday, there's a reason why you see not many top tier bodybuilders or your favorite influencers having a bunch of kids, because they're a blessing. But if you're going to be a great bodybuilder, you're not really going to be the greatest dad, because there's a whole lot of sacrifices and all that you have to do to hit your goals and do all that kind of stuff. But we can still hit our fitness goals. Am I trying to be Mr. Olympia? Nah, but I'm trying to drop the 25 pounds that we gained in a month to get back to our physique. Now, we still take care of our kids. We still take care of our wife by bringing the kids to the gym. Makes it a little inconvenient, but at the end of the day, the goal here on this YouTube, or the whole thing, is having a good lift in, work, life balance on that kind of thing. So even though this guy cost us gains today, we still love him and we'll forgive him today. But second meal. So like I said, protein shake. I only do water. Get out of here. I'm done with you.
Can I put on the
Yes, you can play on the Xbox. Will you pick that can up?
Okay.
All right. So first meal of the day, like I said, protein shake. I fill it with water. And then in goes our Metamucil. 2 little tablespoons of it. Now, if you don't have a measuring cup, a regular size spoon is a tablespoon. So this gigantic spoon is not a tablespoon. These littler spoons, those are tablespoons. So just an even scoop of that is a tablespoon. So if you're ever doing like chia seeds or something like that and you need to measure them out, just a regular size spoon is a tablespoon. And then we're gonna do 2 scoops of our IsoPure Zero Carb Protein Powder. In goes. And then we're also gonna take our vitamins for the day. So vitamins, we got fish oil, we've got our vitamin D, we've got our zinc, we've got our glucosamine, we've got our multivitamin, and we've got our magnesium. Now, like I said, no L-glutamine, no taurine, no branched chain amino acids, and no creatine. And we're not gonna have them until Friday, which is payday. And then we will have all our bills paid, we'll have money back in the bank account, and we'll be able to restock on those. But is creatine absolutely necessary to build muscle and lose fat? No. Is it proven effective, safe way to help you gain muscle? Yeah. Is it gonna make you gain a bunch of water weight and hold water and not lose weight and look puffy? No, it's not. And I know that from experience. So we'll chug this protein shake, down these vitamins, and then we're gonna jump in and do that hour of cardio. And actually, I just heard the baby wake up, so we'll have to put him back to sleep after I chug this real quick, and then we'll knock out that cardio. All right, it is now 8:02. So we're just starting out our cardio, about 4 minutes in. Now, like I said before, you guys can do your cardio at the gym. If you're following what I'm doing the same thing, you had the same kind of transformation I had, you're going to want to get that 2-hour lift in, and then jump here on the elliptical, or just take a walk for an hour. If it's too cold outside, walk around in circles at your house. And what kind of pace should you be in? It's called conversational cardio. So right now, I'm working a little, but I'm still able to hold the conversation. I'm not gasping for air or gasping for breath. Now, that's not a bad thing if you're going hardcore when you're doing your cardio. However, that's really good for your heart and your cardiovascular system. But we are trying to lose fat. We want to target that fat. And by doing this moderate pace, conversational pace, we are targeting fat loss. But right now I'm at 10 resistance, just this moderate pace. I think it says 4.3 speed, 4.4. Now, if you're at the gym on the treadmill, like a 3.5 incline and like a moderate walk, not super slow, not a super high pace, just conversational cardio. Like I said, no excuse not to get the cardio in. While it is nice to have this elliptical machine at home, and we had to leave the gym early today, if I didn't have this, I would just take the boys and take them for a walk around the neighborhood for an hour. But yeah, get your cardio in, guys. So we'll check in after we're done, and we'll finish up our last meals for the day. All right, well, it is now 9:30. Last meal of the day, cardio's done, workout's done. All we gotta do is our last meal. We got 2 of the 000 Okois, 15 grams of proteins, and we got 1 scoop of the Isopure protein powder divided in between the 2. And then we also got 3 eggs and a half a teaspoon of chili oil in there. And that'll hit our 250 grams of protein for the day. We hit 65 grams of carbs, and we got, I think it was like 20 grams of fat. I had to check the stupid simple macro tracker, but got all that in. Gonna eat all this, and then we'll wash all this dank off for the day. Super tired. Day began at like 4 a.m. It is now at 9:30, so I'm gonna try to get some bed and get some sleep. Tomorrow's an off day for work, so we'll have a morning lift in, and we'll start from there. Awesome. We'll see you guys in the morning.